When dealing with web services, you'll occasionally have to come across the situation that you have HTTP errors. So if we go to, let me see if I can open it now, datamuse.com API. You'll notice now if I click on some of the APIs, we're getting HTTP 503 errors. Okay, so how would you handle that in an Angular application? Okay, well, in practice, what you need to do is, if we go back to the code here, you'll see here in the function dm-get-synonyms, you have this kind of subscribe function, which is an arrow function here. So the function body is between these square brackets. Okay, but okay, you could also apply to that errors. So let me show you this one page, this tutorial I've found about it. Okay, such that they've done a similar sort of thing here. So data equals, and they've got the data, so they're putting into the data object whatever they're putting from the data object into this fav writer. But then they've got a comma after the body of the data, the kind of, if you like, it's all gone okay, and then comma, and then they've got another section which deals with in the event of errors. Okay, so I'm going to copy that into our code. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to find in our code here there's the thing which happens when everything is okay. Okay, so I'll do a comma there, and then underneath that we'll paste in the code to handle in the event of that it's not okay, that there has been an error. Now you'll notice there's the HTTP error response. I mean, I did put that in at the top of the document before starting here. I should point that out. There's HTTP error response. So so having got that, so we've got then through trying on the first one, that's dealing with the case that there's an error. Say for example, the reason why it's not going is there's an error in your router, for example, if you're working at home, and so a client side or network error. So you're handling this error here, an error occurred. So I'll just put a load of hashes so that it'll make it clear that's a network. And here then there is a network errors. So in the event, however, now that there's nothing wrong with our router, we're getting a response, but the response is something like A503, you know, there's something bad. So I'm just going to put this here so that when we're looking through the JavaScript console, we don't confuse it with all the ordinary error messages that come there. Okay, so we've got this kind of situation here. So we've got there, we're doing this is teaching an error. There's the local network error. Here is the web server error. Okay, so then we need another squiggly bracket, and that will be the end of the whole kind of error thing. We'll just put the bracket there. Okay, and I'll just put those things there just to make it clear what is so you can see the difference between the error handling, which is actually done by the browser automatically, and that which, as you see here, is what I've done. Okay, so if I do a save now, and let's try running the program again. So if we go to, there it is, Rhymesaurus. So I'm going to type in fast again, get synonyms. Okay, and you'll see there, so we've got this kind of built-in kind of well, Datamuse. I mean, this may not be the exact error that really is happening. It's probably is the 503. So backend return status code 0, and the response body, and you've got here the list of all the data relating to what the error was. But it doesn't seem to give me the 503 error number, which I was hoping for. But anyway, as you see, it is, however, being able to handle the error. Well, having looked at the code, it's sort of like I said, we should be getting numbers like 404 or 500, or I was expecting error of 503. Got error status returning 0, and having had looked that up, here it said a status of 0 in generally means there is no response and can occur for various reasons. The server will never return a status of 0 as this is not valid HTTP. So basically, the server just isn't sending back anything as far as we can tell. Okay, so that's a little bit on error handling. Of course, normally the way you would display such an error inside an app would be in one of those kind of probably floaty widgets which kind of appear for about 2 seconds and then disappear. But then maybe I should do that in Ionic to show you how to do that.